haven't played Modern for a bit, so I just want to keep fresh just in case something comes up. I think I saw a Murktide list that was winning a lot. How much for a calibrated blast? $25. I'd play a League of Calibrated Blast for $25 if you want to donate that. You'll think about it if you want to commence the torture. Yeah, reasonable. I mean, Calibrated Blast is an interesting deck to look at, just hypothetically. I just don't have a real interest in playing it offhand, you know? I've got some hitters. 3 lightning bolt. I'm gonna try 2 spell snare, 1 spell pierce. A lot of people play 2 spell pierce, 1 spell snare. I don't think it matters that much, but I kind of think having spell snare versus like creature decks actually matters, so. What am I missing? I'm missing nothing, actually. That's very eyelid. Footage trend. How much is Merfolk? $25 after Dominaria United comes out, and after I can get the cards easily. I think that's a reasonable price. Forest, Awara, Wooded Delta, Scalding Time, Purple Canal. Best you can do is order me a burrito. I don't think I want to play Merfolk for just a burrito, personally. I'm sorry. It'll cost more than a burrito to make me play Merfolk. You wouldn't play for... You play Merfolk for $1,000? I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'd probably do it for less than $1,000, but... I understand your standpoint. Alright, We got some unlicensed versus mystical dispute. 2 Fury, which is kind of interesting. 2 Fury, 2 Subtlety, and Jace. I don't like the way this list looks. This is mostly the list that some Canadian has been doing very well with. I think it's Andrew Traynor. They have a lot of good face-to-face finishes, so figured that this list looks like where I kind of want to be. Kind of looks nice, actually. Clerics. Give you a hint, y'all. After Dominaria United comes out, there's gonna be a lot more MTGOing of a few formats, maybe even limited. I don't know. Would you play Merfolk for $5 then? Alright, I can probably delete some old decks. I can delete this one, delete this one, delete this one, delete this one, and delete this one. A burrito. Well, it's actually kind of hard to say no to burritos, so I appreciate that sentiment, really. Okay, got the cards in. Ready. Everything's coming up Millhouse. Can someone tell me if the deck list updated? Okay. Looks good. Anyways, you know, this is pretty classic Izzet Murktide by this point. By this point, it's kind of funny, they've shaved down on the 1-drops by a lot, and they just play a bunch of Shredders, 3 Shredders, 2 Charms, 6 1-drops, 4 Murktide. Because Murktide is one of the most important cards in the mirrors, like, once you get to 7/7, it's, like, basically impossible to kill. Also kind of why, in the sideboard games, you see a bunch of unlicensed hearse, mostly for mirrors. You have some flusters, just versus like spell combo. You have some furies, just for small creature decks. And you have engineer explosives for hammer. Subtleties for like 4C, and Jace is also like 4C. You know, kind of a straightforward deck, but still one of the better decks in Modern, if not the best deck, according to Canister. So, just give it a go for a league. I haven't played it for a while, but I've been assured it's just like riding a bike. Also, prediction up if you want to predict the record of this league. Alright, we got a match, chat. Oh, you went to supper with this guy after FTF Regina? Is Regina near where you live, I suppose? Finish the second couple. Sounds pretty good. I don't think I want a second Merc. I'm not going to crack the bauble yet because I have 2 fetches. I might be able to get a little bit more value out of the bauble, but we'll see what happens. Mistress Bauble is kind of a complicated card to play with. There's like a lot of things you can do with it. Right. I think my DRC is more important than their DRC. Alright, actually now I'm gonna crack this and just look for a heat or bolt, like ASAP. Okay, so what do I want to do this? Probably just fetch for a basic. Also, I want to have this on blocking duty, I think. Unfortunately, they get a connive. I don't think Ragavan's gonna matter. They get 1 connive, but that's not a big deal. I think it'll be fine. Remember, the goal was to get this region to 7/7, because then it's basically unkillable. I have 3 instants of Sorcerer's Graveyard. Next turn I can play Consider and jam the Regent if I want to. I think Spell Snare is a pretty bad one to draw here. I mean, obviously, like, Spell Snare is kind of an okay card in the matchup. But if they just, like, tap out for iteration and kill my thing... I know they have a Lightning Bolt that they're drawing, so the Spell Snare is not particularly appealing. So, kind of weird to play the land first, because now the bolt that I know about, they can't... Oh, that was weird. They hit Scalding turn, which they can't use, and yeah, now they're gonna bolt, and this works out great. Like, sure, I take 3 damage, but I'm gonna play an enormous Murktide this turn. I think that bolt does much, though. Cool. Just gonna get a Snow Island to preserve life total. Your turn. So they can make... They also have Delirium, but they can only make a 5/5 Merc. One of the things I really like about this person's list is that they actually play 4 Murktide. Because of these like scenarios, I think just Murktide is just really important. Alright, yeah, they concede to my 8/8 Merc, which is not surprising. I'm gonna cut Spell Pierce. I also like shaving some of my counterspell because it's kind of a clunky card. Mystical Dispute's good, and I think Hearse is good. I'm not a huge fan of Flusterstorm because I think it's too conditional. I think like you could also hypothetically side out like one DRC. Because sometimes it just like gets itself killed. Even though like DRC was obviously pretty critical that game for me. But yeah, I don't really like Spell Pierce. I think you can shave down on counter spells. I think Archmage's Charm is too good to side out because there's like at some point it actually becomes like an attrition game, and then Archmage's Charm is one of your better cards. I think I'm gonna do this. Some people play a Braid for Hearse, and I don't hate that if you want to make that sideboard plan, but a Braid also kind of eats up a lot of slots in your sideboard. So, I'm not to do that. Keep. Gonna shift the Steam Vents. They're targeting themselves. I guess this tells them if they have a land or not. Interesting. I guess since they had 2 Bob, they could use one themselves and one on me. I'm just gonna play Ragavan and make them have a kill spell. Because if they don't, it's like really, really, really good for me. I don't want to use the Bauble yet because I have Shredder next turn. Left on top. Anyways, how's everyone doing today? Not a lot of chatters in the chat right now. Good, sure. What's up, X? I think this one can go. I'm just gonna cycle the Bauble. What's up, toast? Oh, COVID got you last week? That sucks. I'm glad you're feeling better though. Alright. Hope to not. To get rid of some of these guns. They exiled a Ledger Shredder, so they missed on land. That's really good for me, obviously. I think I'm just gonna fire this off. Just gonna say go and leave up counterspell. I don't want to really cast this. It's like so hard to get a 2-for-1 off of it right here. In fact, like, I think what I might do is just wait for them to be out of position. I'm not even gonna crack this fetch because it gives them a good window to kill my thing, maybe. I really don't want them to use a dispute, like, or a counterspell in, like, this sort of situation where it's kind of clear that they have a ton of spells. Maybe they don't. Really wish I had a spell here to punish them, but I don't. I think I'm gonna crack one of these fetches for Steam Vents just to save life total. I'm just gonna cast Iteration. Two. Cast another Iteration. And try to set for a big Murktide next turn. That seems better than the alternatives. So we want both Mercs. 2, 3. Probably not, actually. So I'll keep the other Merc. Okay, go now. Well, I at least went through a bunch of cards. Got rid of, like... Well, maybe I should have kept the second Merc. I don't know. It's, like, kind of tricky there, I think. Lot there, because I can definitely tank DRC hits. If they bolt my thing, I don't even care, that's fine. I mean, Shredder, like, looted a bunch of times. I killed a Ragavan and a Bolt, so it's kind of... It's a pretty good exchange for me. I think what that also means is it's, like, basically impossible for them to have Unholy Heat in their hand. So if they have Unholy Heat in their hand, they never, like, do this stuff. Like, they would just heat the creature to begin with. Don't really like Subtlety in the mirrors. I don't think it does that much. Gonna get another Steam Vents tap. Right. Turn of plan. I'm pretty sure they have yeah, I'm pretty sure they have a counterspell in hand. Yo, what's up, Spider Space? You're having a good one? Well, I will block this one and take 7 to the dome. Like, this isn't like you get bolted out in these mirrors very often. Doing reasonably well. How about you? Okay. Alright. I'm getting a lot of good exchanges, but obviously I'm like pretty vulnerable to getting punked right here. Like I've gotten a bunch of 2-for-1s. So I just have to hope that this turn I don't get killed. Because I think if I don't get killed this turn, I'm actually in pretty good shape. Okay. I think I'm just gonna... I'll cast this. If I draw another Murktide, that's pretty good for me. I should have just casted main phase, actually. If I cast this, it just dies, but I can give them a 2-for-1. I think that's fine. I can also crack this Fiery Islet instep. I believe they milled the one Otawara that the deck plays. That would obviously be one of their better draws otherwise, because I would actually be dead. Okay, this is actually really good, because what you can do is you can use this to relic yourself. Yes, that also works. Test that, get for resolve. Let's also cast that. Oh. My plan is to just start relicking my own instant or sorceries from the graveyard to pump both of these Murktides because of the hearse. Cursing their instant or sorceries is actively bad when they have a Murktide. Yeah, it should be pretty easy to win by this point. Like, next turn, they'll actually have to trade with this one, I think. Yeah, because both of them get the counters if I do it this way. That's the reason. I was going to use my Hearse twice to get all 4 counters on both of them by the next turn cycle. Oh, wait, never mind. Yeah, no, I should have delved. I guess doing it that way is better. No, it's not really better. Okay, you're right. Okay, I'm gonna use the restroom real quick. I'm gonna be back for match 2 in 1 second. Okay, if you appreciate the stream, thanks for being here. Hit that follow button, that's free to do. If you really appreciate the stream, consider using a Twitch Prime sub here. I'll be right back for match 2 in 1 second. Alright, I'm back. Alright, got another match. Let's see. Like, reluctant keep, but obviously there's a bunch of bad things that could happen to me. Was it burn? Okay, well, I mean, the Spell Center is actually really good here, but the Fiery Islet, it's like kind of dog shit. Also, not having any removal for this Swift Spear might be a downfall of mine. Well, we'll see what happens. Wish I had, like, just Unholy Heat on my turn for this Swift Spear. Hey, what's up, Isoy? Are you ready for me to get... What's the word used? Hammered? No, that's not the word. What's the word? Well, it's still good. I'm just gonna main phase it. Shit pushed in. There's another word he used. I was actually re-listening to some of the receivables on a long drive I had recently. It wasn't washed. Rinsed. Rinsed was the word he used. It was rinsed. Now I remember. It was definitely rinsed. Oh, Spell Snare looks fucking great here, obviously. I'm at 6. See, this is like scary, but I do have 5 cards to my opponent's 1. Does fetching matter? I might win, but it's gonna take... The thing is, like, here's the thing. I think, like, better burn players would win this spot by not casting any spells. I think bad burn players lose in this spot by casting one spell at a time, like this. Yeah, exactly. I was about to say that exact same thing, Pat. If they just stored up all of their spells, I would actually probably lose. But this person is just casting shit, like, and letting me use my mana, so that's, like, actually really, really bad to do. I've actually taught this exact lesson to a bunch of people playing, like, decks in a bunch of formats in our coaching sessions, where I just say, you shouldn't rush to cast your spells. Spells don't have haste. You can just wait, like... And I think waiting would have been really good here. Like, if they just got to a point where they had 5 spells in hand and I had only 4 lands, they would very easily win, I think. So... Yeah, exactly. I totally agree with you. I mean, of course I agree with you. I think you're better at playing burn than I am. gonna use my spell snare here because like it's a convenient time to use mana. I think I'm going to crack my Fiery Islet. I don't think any individual spell kills me here, and it also can just be helpful to know if I draw like a Ragavan or something, I can cast it. That'll shorten the clock or something like that. If I draw a Bobble, I can use. Okay, well, I can just play this tap land, but I think I should just attack now because I want to shorten the game as much as possible because I only have one counterspell to close it out. Yeah, I agree. Like, I mean, I hope I don't lose now, but obviously I could. So... Oh, I can make that 7 next turn. So I should just attack and leave the counterspell. And I'll just play my tap steam vent. It's exactly 6+7. Well, yeah, I'm just not going to play this turn and have to use it. I'm just going to play a tap steam vents now and say go. I mean, I guess if they have Firecraft now, I would lose, but... No, I wouldn't have to. Bolt also makes it easier, I guess. I guess I just attack and bolt them. Trying to figure out, is there something I could lose to? I don't think so. Helix? Yeah, I guess. I couldn't construct a card that I would actually lose to, but I think my opponent lost when they should have very easily won. Really. I mean, I'm not gonna like berate them because I think it's not that obvious that you should play that way unless you play a lot. Oh, I would lose to Firecraft. Okay. Maybe that's a good reason to counter it. Yeah. Okay. I think maybe you're right. Because I was at 5. Yeah, it's reasonable. Yeah, I didn't think about that deep enough. Anyways, what should I side out? I always have a hard time siding things out, because I kind of feel like my deck is really good versus them, as it is. Maybe this is a matchup where I shave 2 iterations, actually. I think people love to shave this card, but I think this might be literally the only matchup where I like shaving iteration. None of the other cards are any good, though. I think Ragavan's bad? Interesting. I would not have guessed that Ragavan's bad. I kind of thought, like, you just need 1 mana spells to keep up with their 1 mana... Like, this is just like a Seal Fire for their Goblin Guide or something like that, right? But I could see... These dumbasses... Do they leave in all of their Searing Blazes? You could also make a case for subtlety on the like theory that forcing a 1-drop is actually worth it, but I'm not so sure I believe that. Alleviate the pressure? Alright, I could see that. Maybe I'll try cutting Ragavan, even though I feel like I would never come to that conclusion myself. Maybe I'll have the Furies, actually. Because I think, like, killing 2 creatures with Fury, like, it's a 2 for 2, but I've traded up on mana. That might actually be worth it over, like, Ragavan. Yeah, I don't think I would have ever come to this conclusion myself, but I'm willing to try it. Can't cut Iteration. Yeah, I mean, Iteration's kind of a broken Magic card. Alright, well, this hand's also broken. This hand I have to fetch shock, obviously. I mean, but this hand's really good. I found Core Firewalker to be a lot less problematic nowadays. Simply because I think the Ledger Shredder thing makes it a lot easier to get around, rather. That's how I should put it. Okay. What's your point, Norphine? I mean, like, I'm not here to disagree with Ari. I'm also not the biggest fan of Rakdos, but it does do some really good things. Like, I don't really know what you want, I guess. This is probably gonna go on. Yeah. Well, it's not my favorite draw, but I'm never mulling this hand. You're kind of just priced into keeping these hands. That's gonna make it more challenging to get to the thing. I mean, I've played a lot of Pioneer, so I mean, like, I played a lot with the green deck. I played with the Rakdos deck, so I don't know, like, I'm just gonna catch the land. Okay. They have a Path and a Boar's Charm in their hand. Well, I'm not gonna have a land in like my top 5 cards or so. It's gonna be harder to win. Yeah, that's reasonable. I appreciate your insight because I haven't played Burn in a long time. I think I'm meant to bin this just because the upside of hitting the blue source right away is so much higher. Yeah, if I were them, I would just hit for 2 and say go, but I'm not them. Okay, that's very good. Question is, what do I do? Okay, so similar stuff happened in the first match, but I played a Izzet Mirror, like an Izzet Murktide mirror, where my opponent like did a similar sort of thing to this stuff. It was like just kind of pretty easy to win. God, what level do I think my opponent's on? Alright, I'm gonna attack and play Shredder. I don't think I'm gonna need Counterspell for exactly this turn, but obviously it could be wrong. If they path either of these, I'm fine with that. The island obviously is extremely helpful. Do you think it's right for people to have Sanctifier in their burn sideboards, generally speaking? It's something I've thought about, and I don't know the answer. This song's a banger. What is this, Street Fighter 2? Looks like Street Fighter 2. Chun-Li's theme, Funky Food Mix. This is a throwback right here, chat. I don't know how many of you are old enough to remember this song. Should I just Fury this, or should I just say go and leave up all my counters? I think I should just say go for this turn cycle. I attack this turn. Probably not. I can wait one more turn. There's no interaction between these two, right? I don't think so. Wait, do they still have path in their hand? I guess they do. I guess I'll just tap. Not cast anything. Land would be really good. I think now it's time to Fury their thing. Attack 5. I don't think I'm ever going to need to cast Iteration with the number of spells in my hand, is the other thing. My hand's just like all spells, so... Me. It's a very weird time to do it. I think I just have to attack and lower... I mean, like, I lose to a bunch of things, but... it's fine. Don't lose to that, though. Alright. Close one, chat. It was a close one, but we got there. Do you hate to see it, Adam? So I wonder what turn I was supposed to cast the Fury on, actually. Suppose I should have just cast it earlier and started attacking earlier, but... yeah, kind of. This deck's really good, though, like... I think it's like... It and 4-color Yorion are the two best decks in the format by a lot. Like, this kind of beats up all of the decks that tried to beat 4C Yorion. Just because, like, you can counterwall people. No, I don't think Grixis is great anymore, unfortunately, Azax. I think it, like... It had its time, and then now it is just kind of bad, like, honestly. No, I don't regret Steve's deck choice of 4C. I think it's a good deck. What's wrong with Grixis relative to Merc? I just think having Counterspell be your counter instead of drawing the lock matters a lot. I think Murktide Regent is a really good Magic card. Yeah. Good. Huh. I guess I'm in for some Troning. I don't have any Blood Moons, notably, but that's fine. Getting Troned. That. Yes. I think I'm going to lose very easily this game. Is what... If that's your concern, Adam, I have the exact same concern as you. I think I'm going to get destroyed this game. It's Blue Tron. Yo, what's up, Bean? Hope you're having a good one, my friend. Blutron, I guess I have a shot, but probably not. Divide by 0, uh-huh. Alright, if you say so. If you say so. I have a PTQ win with Blue-Red Tron. Tron Travolta, we're not seeing Screw You. In fact, we were doing the opposite of that. You can divide this if you want. You got a Mascot Expedition? I think I can probably beat that, honestly, if I'm being quite honest. That does not seem terribly threatening. Wait. I'm gonna just rummage one place, even though I know it's getting countered by Chalice. I should have stacked it the other way. But this is fine. Yeah, I'm only going to Atlanta in November. Actually, I lied, Adam. I'm going to Richmond for the legacy thing, probably. I'm a dirty liar. Fire Ice is a sweet card, though. If I attack with both, do I win the race? Or... no. If I attack with one, they deal me 4, 8, 10. I guess I attack with 0 and hope to draw. It's the legacy pit thing. Need to draw a spell at some point to be competitive. A spell that doesn't get chaliced out, rather, is how I should put it. I hope they're drawing only their expedition maps into their chalice in one. This song's a banger too, chat. The Final Fantasy VII remix. I mean, I think I'm still going to lose, but it's a lot closer than it should be. I think it's time to return... maybe it's time to return Chalice, actually. Time to return something, though. Okay. Actually, I think it's actually the Thought-Knot's here. Ah, so I got cut. Yep. That is certainly a nimble obstructionist that happened to me. I'm gonna cast this to get a loot because, like, I can't really remove the chalice, so. You were expecting more exciting stuff? I don't know, Valkid Awakening is kind of exciting. So is Mascot Exhibition. You're not excited? Well, I'm sorry that you're not excited. Maybe other people in the chat are excited about this happenstance, you know? Defeated by various things and spells. These are fairly bad. I'm also going to cut some number of Unholy Heats. I don't really like Flusterstorm, but the thing is, like, Flusterstorm versus Tron deck seems so pathega. I could dress down Thought-Knots here. I don't really want to, like, have, like, a card in my deck just for Chalice of the Void. I think that's kind of whatevs. I think I might do this. Just call it a day. I think Spell Snare is actually good versus Chalice. It's like Reluctant Keep, but I actually think this is a good hand. On the other side, they might actually try to play around Blood Moon, which is kind of good for me. That they'll have to do, because I don't actually have a Blood Moon in my deck, but... Also, I think the actual best card in the matchup is just Ragavan on turn 1, to be fair. Ooh, okay. Gemstone Caverns pitching Gemstone Caverns. I don't see that every day. Ragavan, good enough if I get Chalice. I mean, if I don't get Chalice, it's really good, so... They also did Mulligan, so... Oh, no Chalice. You want to counter this? That's fine. Draw. I don't think there's really anything I need to counterspell on 3 mana. If they fire this, that's fine. Here comes a Chalice, but I've used all my 1-mana spells already, so it's fine. That's fine. Four Merc, let's go. Don't really want them cycling to another Tron piece if I can avoid it. Sad. Might be time to cast some 3/3 Merc soon and hope they just draw uncastable spells. Probably bad. I have one Otawara. Okay, cool. Pond up, huh? Not bad. There's. It can. So I will look for a window for that, but it's not going to be for a while, I think. Well, my opponent played Karn and got Ensnaring Bridge, so the game's grinding to a halt. Presumably draw another Karn, or like Academy Ruins Minesweaver, I don't know, like... Probably some nonsensical thing that could happen to me, if I had to guess. I just take 6 once, like, who cares? Actually, maybe I have to counter this, because... Yeah, actually I think I do, unfortunately. But whatever. I will definitely trade my 4/4 for their 3/3 double strike. Anyways, if I knew they were going to double chalice me, I probably would have had like 1 explosives in my deck. These games are like going to be fairly hard to win, I think. I can use that. What can counter chalice? Yeah, it's not mine, it's theirs. This is a very boring game. Alright, cool. Let's do this. Alright. They have multiple mascot exhibition? Fascinating. Looking for Otawara, mostly. Do they not have another card to learn for to attack me? That seems a lot better if they can do that. I don't know. They didn't. Game sucks, so now I'm basically losing. They can just start attacking with Fury. How do I get out of this? Yeah, I really can. I win from 1 life. Really, but I don't see, if I like trade both my creatures off for Fury, I think I also lose, so it beats. GG opponent. That sucked. Chat. We get some support after that frustrating loss. Oh, what a fucking loss. Chalices and divide by 0. An ensnaring bridge. How hard did I try at him? I don't think I made a mistake, but I think the draws just kind of lined up poorly. Alright, opening my window now because it's getting nice out. It's only 82 outside. Doesn't that game kind of suck? I think that match kind of sucked, I guess. Uh-oh. Is it Bogles? Just hammer. This is not the best hand versus hammer, but... Good draw. I'm gonna say go. Don't think I can really tap out that easily anymore. Kind of unfortunate, but, you know, is what it is. Oh, yeah. Fuck. That's bad. They should just get a hammer, I think. Did. Back get a hammer. It's a good draw, actually. Let's see what they do this turn cycle. This matters a lot right here. So basically, play Stoneforge. I'll just kill it with the trigger in the stack, unless they play land first, in which case it won't do anything. I don't know. These games are always like hard, and if you're on the draw versus Hammer, sometimes you just can't win. Well, I'm just gonna kill it now because I think if they somehow have a land afterwards, it's kind of disastrous for me if I don't just kill it now. It's good. They did have land. Just saying. I think I'm fucked. Basically, the only way I can win involves tricking them. Doesn't seem likely to work. Okay. Okay. What that one? No black, there's still a good time. Good start. They have the pier still. Fuck. Bad. I'm kind of fucked now. They had all of that, it was like basically going to be impossible. Win. I'm gonna go to second main and cast the Consider, the Shredder. Just kind of hope it works out. Kind of useful. Is that good enough, actually? Oh. I guess I'll have a bunch of free draws, so... Okay. Well, chat, let's hope it works out, but it seems very, very difficult. They need to, like, basically do something that makes no sense. Now I'm gonna open this bottle of ginger beer. If you have another hammer, I'm dead. That's fine. Thank you much. Wait, did they just fail to kill me? Guess they did. Very weird. I think they failed to kill me, right, chat? Well, they could have killed me last turn when I didn't block and just played the last hammer, right? For another +10/+10. But, I mean, I'm also dead, yes. Oh, did I somehow not remove delirium? Fuck. Maybe they're having fun hammering stuff? I guess so. Possible. I'm dead. Oh. I got destroyed that game, chat. It wasn't even close. Don't like counterspell in the matchup. It's, like, extremely bad. These. I like dress down. I like spell pierce. Think I can cut. I guess I can cut the second spell snare. So it's kind of good versus them. Alright. Still gonna cut the second snare. I think that's my weakest card. Some people side out Ragavan, but I think it depends on your configuration, or if you expect your opponent to have a lot of Mem Knights. Ragavan's pretty bad versus the people who have a lot of Mem Knights, obviously. I'll bubble myself and hope to find a better card. not what I... That... Maybe they'll play another 1-drop this turn. Alright. Maybe my pair of ledger traders can get the job done, chat. Who can say? Cool. Okay, so this E is going to be pretty good. I mean, they're going to get a card off their Sentinel, but that's fine. Is Impulse Modern legal now? I mean, I don't think the card's going to do anything, but that's cool. It's a very good engineer to close everything. Let's commence the bonking myself. It was previewed on the Magic Stream. Cool. I mean, Impulse is a cool card. I mean, it's not a strong card, but it's cool. It doesn't, like, do much by modern design standards, right? Like, compare this card to Impulse, you know? We'll see his 4 cards do better. Yeah, that must be it. That must be it, Janky. Wait, I'd be willing to bet that they're Azorius. Is expressive iteration still legal in Modern? Yes. Also, I thought you would know that. I thought you like expressive iteration, Azax. Oh, you were memeing about Impulse. Okay, that also makes sense, actually. Oh. I think I'm in pretty good shape this game. Of course, I could still lose, but it depends on exactly on what they have. Fetching right there to be dead to Lightning Bolt is very interesting. They trying to activate... Oh, they're marching my Pierce. Okay. So I guess I'm like dead to... I guess... No. Dead to like... Also, have they shown me Howard Fountain yet? They've only fetched planes. Okay. I don't think March is good in this matchup, actually, but that's related. Oh no, how could I have a one-mana removal spell? Opponent, let's go to the next game, please. Come on, opponent. Alright, game 3. I'll be on the draw. There's half subtlety in chat. I don't think subtlety is good. Spell Snare is a little bit better on the draw as well, though. Put one Ragavan for one Snare on the draw. Other cards are like kind of dog shit, though. I think this hand's like actually not very good. No removal, 2 Ragavans. Iteration's like the only good card in this hand. Right, so they are Azorius. I just had that feeling that they were Azorius, but obviously never know for sure. Oh, really hoping to draw a land here. There's still. I'm gonna lead with Fury. Playing both of those, then play the Consider looking for a land. Turn up on it. Right. Good for me. Right. Yeah, Land Shredder Fury would have been the nuts, but I mean, I'm not going to complain about the hand I was dealt, you know? I just have to look for a land in phase. Kind of just time to hope and clench. That's bad. I think I'm going to block. That means that they have to use the hammer on the Stoneforge if they want to do that. I don't even think this is good for them to do, really. Can't really beat anything anymore, so I can't really beat that one, that's for sure. Okay, great. I don't think there was any way I could have played my cards to not be dead there, really. You know, sometimes that's how it is. Alright, last match of Modern, then I'll probably do a cube draft afterwards. Cube draft or two. Again, thanks for being here. If you want to support this stream, hit that follow button, that's free to do. If you really want to support this stream, consider using a Twitch Prime sub here. If you have Amazon Prime, you have a Twitch Prime sub. If you want to just regularly sub, that's also appreciated. Remember, there are awesome emotes such as Jarvis Clap. And we also open a chest for each person who subs. In addition, you can check out the links in the stream title. And thanks for being here. Alright, 5th match. Hoping for the 3-2, obviously, but sometimes it's not meant to be. Winning those hammer games on the draw, I think, is just kind of hard. This hand is not good. I would probably keep it if it was a Spire buff now, but it's not, so. On 6, I think this is a pretty reasonable hand to keep. It's Mill. I'm gonna just kill that immediately. My update. Another cab. Thought they would crack, but they didn't. They're cracked now. Upgrades out of run. Okay. What's up, P-Mega? Thanks for the token again. Right. Archive crap. The best card versus Mill, I think, is Murktide, but you have to draw one. Okay. This is like the second best card because it kills pretty fast. That's not bad either. I'm gonna cast it. I wonder if Mill has a lot of 2-mana spells. I think they do. Still have plenty of deck left. I never remember how many cards like this is. Yeah, I used it a few times. I'm just gonna... So I don't know why the art's not playing. Murktide would have been really good there. Like, Murktide in this matchup is just like kind of a 2-mana 8/8 for free. So, kind of a banger, obviously. Right. Just gonna cycle looking for a Murk. Oh, I don't even have any fetchables left. Cool. Didn't realize that. Come on, Murktide off the top. How many cards is Archive Trap? A lot? Do I even have any threats left? Find out. I don't think I do. That was kind of disappointing. I think this should be a good matchup, but needed a threat to come together sooner than it did. Don't think I need Shredder versus them. I also don't think I need maximum Unholy Heat, but it's nice to have like 5-ish removal spells for their crafts. That's the plan here. Also, all my iteration, like, only one iteration was in the, like, top 15 cards. Or however you want to put it. A lot of my iterations were near the bottom, which is kind of a big deal, you know? Pretty sure they don't have Archive Trap, but okay. Alright, your turn, opponent. They want to counter it, fine. So not that easy for them to counter it, because I think their primary counter is supposed to drown the lock. And I can just counter drown the lock with that. Alright. Guess I will not have any Ragavans off my deck. That's totally fine. Kinda glad they didn't execute my iteration instead, but, you know. Chad, I can't believe I got extirpated. Oh my god. Spoke too soon. I was going to get extirpated from my iterations. I think it's just time to play Murktide then if this is going on. Not even going to have spells left. Could have crewed, but I kind of feel like I want to just not crew it when they have Fatal Push up. Yeah. Fine. Okay. How many islands do I have left? One? A lot of islands. Draw. It's a really good draw, actually. They're dead next turn. They have something. This song's a banger too. This track's just full of bangers, chat. Call them in case if they get any wise ideas about trying to extricate my bolts. Something, I don't know. Looks like Spell Snare is not very good for Slim, actually. Alright, game 3, on the draw. I'm gonna... Actually, I guess Spell Snare versus Drown is reasonable. I also have Fluster Storm in. My cards are good, though. Lightning Bolt's like kind of the worst one, but I want answers. Maybe I don't need the second Hearse, but Hearse is kind of decent for Slim, actually. It's good at, like, shutting off visions. Well, I guess it's kind of slow, actually. Maybe I won't even bother with the Hearse and just have another heat in for the crabs on the draw. Alright, chat. Round 5, game 3 for the Jund 5-0, aka the 3-2. Keep. That's pretty good. Dock Isle, straight from Vintage Cube, which we will be playing Vintage Cube after this. So, I'll pull my stall. I think I'm gonna wait until turn 2 to play the Ragavan because of removal. Like, Hand's really reactive, so I kind of need the Ragavan to stick. Heat's fine to draw to kill a crab if they play one. Fair. Okay. I think that's an above average draw. Hand's good to draw because now I just have all of the defense up. I was kind of hoping they wouldn't fatal push right there because then I would have to like crack my fetch and not draw the land guaranteed, but I'm going to use Fluster Storm because it plays around Spell Pierce. There you go. No dog is 20 or less, right? 20 or fewer, yes. I'm not dashing versus the extirpate searchable deck. I think I just want to get in play and make sure I don't have to like... Because if it returns to my hand, then they just like extirpate it the next turn cycle. It's like pretty bad for me. Alright, Ragman, you have a lot of work to do. I want to trap myself? Really? I mean, it would turn this on really fast, but I think that's like kind of bad. I think I can just sit for a little bit. Oh, is it target opponent? Could be. There's all my counter spells. It's like kind of terrifying actually, but I'm probably not going to have to shuffle again this game. I mean, they'll have a Shell Dock card, but I don't think the Shell Dock card will kill me, really. Alright. I think, like, actually them milling me is kind of good for me. I mean, it turns on their showdown card, I guess, but whatever. Alright. Chat, we got the John 5-0, aka the 3-2. Any hypes? Jarvis claps? And that's Izzet Murktide. I will be doing a cube draft after this, but, you know, always good to get that one chest at the end. Kenny Dab. Kenny Dab.